Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the DGF1 YouTube channel. Today we're here for round 2 in Imola of the ARL, Agosi Racing League. Back in the McLaren. Last week was Bahrain. If you haven't seen that video, I'd watch that first before I give away any spoilers. But yeah, last week Bahrain, we finished P3 in the race after all the penalties were applied and taken off people. So yeah, good results. We tried to follow that on this week, and as you can see, first lap in quali in Imola, and we are third fastest, 1.2 seconds off the pace. But that lap was on medium, so we don't mind that. Now we're out on the soft tyres, hopefully putting a bit of a better lap. As you can see, 9/10 up coming into the last few corners. Try not invalidate, and yeah, keep it nice and clean through the last few corners. And across the line, 1.2 seconds up on our time, and that puts us up to provisional pole position. Very, very good lap, very happy with that. Only fastest last sector, but still a good lap. Yeah, as you can see on our last run, little Jimmy has got pole position now, so P2 at the moment. I'd still take that. We send it in to the first two corners and we just get terrible exits both times, and we go for a nice little spin. In my opinion, I saved that quite well, but yeah, per first corner set us up badly for the next few. And as you can see, that was our lap round. So P3 in quali in the end, 6/10 off pole, very close between the Aston Martin and Red Bull. And also close between me, 4th and 5th place. So yeah, interesting race. Our teammate this week is Ricky. Greg has gone to Red Bull, so new teammate. Hopefully we can do a bit of a McLaren masterclass. But as you can see, lining up for the formation lap, our teammate's in 5th, but on the grid he has spun, or the game has glitched him so that he's basically sideways. So yeah, hopefully it doesn't affect anyone's starts. As you can see, we wait here for a long time on the formation lap. Everyone's here and it doesn't go ahead, and finally after about 3 minutes of waiting, he leaves the session and it works. Thankfully, because he left, his car went, and yeah, we all thought, right, we'll start now. But that's what I didn't think would happen, because in the end the screen, as you see, goes black. So I took my hands off my wheel, went onto my phone, I look up and boom, lights are out, and it's 5 lights and away we go. But first place gets a drive-through, second place gets a drive-through, and myself, I get a drive-through. I followed them. None of us were ready for that start because we all thought, you know, the game had crashed for everyone with the black screen. I had gone onto my phone to text my teammate to see if we could get back into the race. And yeah, that was the race start. Not good at all from the top 3. EST GT in first place got the first drive-through. Then the Red Bull followed him, and then I followed the Red Bull. So yeah, quite disappointing race start, but to be honest, it's not too much of a fault of our own, as I think although loads of people got caught out, it's just the game's fault at the end of the day. So us 3 make our drive-through pit stops on the first lap, and yeah, that'll put us right to the back of the grid. But lap 2 we move on to, as you can see, DNF in front of us, virtual safety car is out, not all hope is lost. Robin has DNF'd, who won the race last week by a mile. There's his Aston Martin on the left. Once again the game glitched for his crash, but yeah, his wheel came flying off even though it never should have. Lap 6, virtual safety car has gone in, and we are trying to get past our McLaren, and he slows down and we go right back into the back of him. I was trying to get the slipstream up the hill. He was trying to let me pass, which I didn't know until I texted him after, and a very, very disappointing crash for us. Looking back on it, yeah, it's probably 50-50. I mean, I wasn't expecting him to get out of the way, but at the same time, I should have just been on the line. But yeah, that was our race over. But you're probably wondering, why is it a 12-minute video? Well, as you can see, the hosts and the admin decided to restart, as it was just a chaotic race start. You know, the game glitched, made all of us mess up really, so they've decided to restart, and that is so good for us because we have a chance of redemption. Starting P3 again, our teammates in the race this time, and yeah, hopefully this time I'm just going to get a clean start. I'm not going to try and get a beautiful start, just want to make sure I don't get a drive through this time. So for the second time today, 5 lights, and it's lights out and away we go. And it's a good start from the Red Bull to the right of us, and he already goes into the lead. But as you can see, the Aston Martin in front has ghosted, and yeah, we don't know how long it's that going to last. So we take our first turn nice and clean, no pressure from behind, get a nice first two corners there, and we get through the Aston Martin, which was quite off-putting at the time. But yeah, we're through into second place on the first lap, get a bit of a lock up on the twitch at the rear end into turn 5, and up the hill we go. Now as you can see, he goes through us I panic and jam my foot on the accelerator, and he gets through again. So yeah, it was just a ghost and putting me off. As you see, we're through him again, and we cannot see the corner at all. We have to change our line. Quite dangerous driving in the end for me, but I had no other option. I apologise to my former teammate Greg, but I cannot see the corners at all in cockpit cam. But as you can see, great exit out of the swimming pool. Is that what they call it now? What's the name of it? Swimming pools Monaco. It's Acqua Minerale. Great exit out of there. Back up into second place. So yeah, bit of a chaotic lap one. Hopefully he's not ghosted for the whole race, because then it's just really down to raw pace and nothing we can do if he tries to go for a move. Coming across the line on the first lap, it's a 1.6 second gap to first place, little Jimmy. And as you can see, the two behind us are wheel to wheel. The Aston Martin that's ghosted and our former teammate. So we're going to defend the inside like Max Verstappen in real life. It seems to be the only way to defend into turn one. And yeah, we keep our position, take a bit of curb, get a snap. Thankfully we are still ahead, but as you can see, they both get better exits than me, and the Aston Martin is ghosting through me once again. We take a better turn in than the last lap, but still not great. As you can see, he goes through us again, but we get a bit of a better exit out of that corner and use our ERS to try get ahead of him. And yeah, thankfully we can see this corner going into it. We stay inside track limits because they are a pain at this track. Still on their inside ears. As you can see, I get a bit, a bit confused when he went into me there. Another snap on the exit and he gets past me again, but really annoying having this happen because it's just so much easier for him than us. As you know, he knows what he can do. He can just drive through us, and he's probably in TV pod, which makes it easier. I know that's my fault for being in cockpit, but yeah, quite annoying. As you can see, little move by Father Greg there, but thinks better of it, thankfully for both of us. Smart driving. And yeah, on to lap 3 we go. Back in third place where we started, which isn't the end of the world, but as you can see, little Father Greg has a great run of us at us. He goes on the inside and we try defend, go back up the inside, but there's no chance we can make the move work. He's a good driver, I know that, so we let him go for now. Maybe try get him in the next couple of turns. He goes defensive into the hairpin here, and yeah, not a good exit for me at all. Nearly lose the car, and we are down to 4th place, unfortunately. Up the hill we go now. As you can see, no spins for either of them, so that is us P4, and it looks like no threats around us. We'll have a replay of the race start here. Yeah, not the best of starts from me, probably the worst out of the top 3, but once again, not much worse than the people behind us. Little luck by the Red Bull, but we defend it off nicely. And yeah, cleanly for everyone into turn 1, thankfully. Yeah, coming around the turn 3 there, you can see the Aston Martin ghosting, and you'll be able to see the replay here of how we get put off, both of us, side by side basically. And yeah, I just kind of get scared thinking that he's not going to ghost, and I end up putting the power down. As you can see, the McLaren teammate of mine in the grass, but a virtual safety car is deployed on lap 3, and yeah, that will give us a chance to maybe mix up strategies. Maybe some people will get caught out and get drive-throughs, but we decided not to pit as it was way too early on the soft tyres, and we go underway again. We've gained a bit of time to Father Greg under the VSC, but not too much. Lap 6, as you can see, we run wide a tiny bit, and we get our first 3-second penalty of this race. Quite annoying, but yeah, it's a hard track to keep it in the track limits. Onto lap 8, Mogos behind us is on our rear end, and thankfully we defend the inside into turn number 1, and we are able to keep going, stay ahead of the Alpine. Not only are we fighting for ourselves in this championship, I also want to win the team's championship. Our McLaren teammate is down in P8 at the moment, so hopefully he can secure some good points for us. Coming up the hill here, as you can see, Magos spins, resets the track, but he spun, and that lost him about 8 seconds to us, which is quite annoying for him. Very grateful for us though, as we already had a penalty, so yeah, that gives us a bit of breathing room. The top 2 pit, so I decided to follow them in. Little Jimmy had pitted the lap before that from the lead, so he's going to come out ahead of us. We decided to go into the hard tyres. We went an extra lap compared to our strategy on the MFD, and yeah, that gives us 20 laps, just under 20 laps to do on the hard compound. So where do we come out on track? We come out P5 with Robin in front of us, who still has to pit. As you can see, very easy on the out lap. Want to heat up the tyres properly, because the hards are very hard to work on the first couple of laps when you come out of the pits on this game, especially without traction control. So lap 15, yellow flag in front of us, and Robin has spun and lost a bit of his front wing, so he's going to dive into the pits, and that regains us 4th place. We would have got it when he pitted, but it's still better to have it comfortably now. 6.6 second gap to the people behind us. They both have more penalties than me. The top three, the second, third and fourth have 3 seconds. They've 6, so bit of breathing room for us. As you can see, we run wide again and get another 3-second penalty. So yeah, now to the cars behind us, it'll just be whoever crosses the line first. Robin back up to 6th place has 21 seconds worth of time penalties. I do not know how that has happened. But the Aston Martin pitted again to go into new softs, and yeah, it just got out ahead of us, 1 second ahead. He would have got us anyway, but that is all that happened in this race. A very dull race from my perspective. I apologise for that, but nothing I could really do. I got 9 second worth of penalties, 3 more push for fastest lap. Didn't get it unfortunately on the hard tyres, but yeah, P4 in the end. A P3 and a P4 to start off this season is not bad at all. Keeps me P3 in the standings. Fair play to little Jimmy, Father Greg and the Aston Martin in front of us. Very good race from them. Our teammate unfortunately finished in 10th place, which didn't count as any points, because as you can see, DNF'd. I completely forgot about that. So only 8 people finished. So yeah, only my points going towards the McLaren championship standings. Sorry if it didn't sound great this video. I got me vaccine the other day and I'm quite sick from it. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you enjoy. We're back next week at Austria, which is one of my favourite tracks. So I look forward to that. Also, another league is coming up this Wednesday, so watch out for that. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Adios.